Good morning everybody, my name is Jolley, a junior here at NIU, and today I'm going to be showing you what a day on the road looks like as we travel to Michigan to start our conference play tomorrow. So feel free to follow along and ask any questions on the previous slide if you can think of any. Let's go. So I'm just heading home from class now and thought it'd be good to jump on and answer some questions, with the first one being what the level of your team is like compared to back home. And obviously I was in such a fortunate position to be training and playing with Wigan's 18s and 23s day in, day out. And since moving over here, I think the quality in training and games has certainly not dropped, which is obviously important for me as I keep developing. And I think for anyone looking to come over, they shouldn't be worried about the changing quality at any level, whether that be the Ncaa Division 1, Division 2 or Division 3. I think the quality within all is very good. So one of the reasons that I moved over here was for the experience of living abroad, and obviously moving to America I've got to see a lot more of the world, been able to travel all around, see many different states, but also it's important that I'm still in a full-time football programme, which I'm doing here. Still getting to train and play with some of the best players in the country day in, day out, which I'm lucky enough to do while also getting a degree at the same time. So I think it ticks a lot of boxes, and I definitely recommend it so far after 3 years here. Yeah, especially in season when we've got such a busy schedule, it can be hard juggling class and soccer, but it's important that you don't neglect any of them, and you make time to do your schoolwork, do your studying, and then also keep improving. And since being over here, I've certainly improved my time management skills, and I've been able to do both. So we're about 10 minutes away now. Been an alright bus ride, everyone just chilling out. Like a few people sleeping, as we can see here. Some great questions so far, and I'm going to answer more when we arrive. I think the best bit of advice I can give on what division you should aim to play in is that you're honest with yourself. And I've heard Chris Cousins speak quite a lot about finding the right fit, and I think that's true, as you'd rather work your way up, starting at maybe a lower down division where you're going to be guaranteed playing time, and then work your way up, rather than going to Division 1 for the status of saying you're a Division 1 athlete and then not playing and having to drop down to a lower division to then play. So I think it's important that you're honest with yourself within this process, and then also look into other factors that's going to affect your college experience. So for me, finding a suitable location. Obviously I'm just west of Chicago, and that was a key factor for me. So just making sure that you're going to the college for the right reasons, rather than to have a higher status, and just making sure that you're there for... I think it's important for any incoming freshmen to just be themselves. Of course, you're going to want to impress your teammates around you, your coaches, and anyone else that you meet at the campus. But the best way to do this is just be yourself and be unique. There's a reason why the coaches have recruited you to play at that team. So go and prove why they've made the right decision, and don't do anything that you wouldn't normally do just to try and get in the eye line of the coaches. Just be yourself, do everything that you'd normally do, and you'll get your chance eventually, whenever that may be. My biggest challenge since moving to the US has got to be facing adversity, and whether that is losing a soccer game or getting injured, it's finding ways to cope and bounce back stronger and learn from the lessons. Ever since a young age back home, I've had friends and close family members to fall back on and talk about my problems, whereas over here, the majority of my friends, I'm also in the same team with them, so we're going through similar problems where it's hard to find a distraction sometimes from soccer. So finding different methods to cope with losses is important, but no doubt these challenges have made me stronger, and have made me a better person and also a better football player.